Hello and welcome to today's video. So in this one I am going to be unboxing, bear with me. Oh my god, I think I just broke the desk. Just get me in frame there. The Elegoo Saturn, and I am very, very excited for this one. So let's get on with the unboxing. Right, I might put the box down actually, just so I can get, oh no, in fact, let's just go, let's pop it there. I'm upgrading from an Elegoo Mars Pro, which has a build plate of yay size, which is relatively small in the grand scheme of things, especially compared to this. Now, there were a couple of options. I had to get a bigger build plate. I could have either gone for the Mars 3, which I was very tempted by from sticking with the Elegoo line, because that would give me better print quality. And although this has a 4K screen, it doesn't necessarily improve the quality, because obviously that 4K is spread out across a much bigger build plate. But because I'm doing this channel and getting well and truly drawn into 3D printing, I decided I needed a bigger build plate because I want to print off some terrain and experiment with how that comes out, but also some other fun projects. So make sure you subscribe and come on for those in the future. But let's get this open. I'm really excited to see how big it compares to that. So, trusty pair of scissors. Ooh, here we go. Another reason I got this is, at the moment, or at least as of yesterday when I ordered it, it was about £100 off on Amazon, so I've been keeping my eyes on it for quite some time, and I figured, it's a sign from the printing gods that I need to upgrade. Oh my days, I should have put this on the floor. I will put this on the floor. Tools that come with it, and I'm getting a good workout from this. Here it is. The beast is unboxed, and this is huge. I'm going to need a better place to put this. Okay, so it looks like that is everything that comes in the box. So should we start off with the tools before we start messing around with this? Let's put that down. This is the part where I break it. Righty, so in the toolkit you'll probably get your usual, yes. So your little kind of scrapey bit for the vat, your metal one for getting things off the build plate, your beautiful USB sticks that these continue to ship with, so your bolts and tightening bits, some protective gloves, snippers as well if you need a pair of those. But to be fair, I quite like these just because I use them when I've got kind of a mess around rather than using my really good clippers for, you know, proper cleanup. Power filters as well, so they also are there. A couple of masks, I think. Yep, 2 masks as well to keep your lungs nice and clean. And the rest of the plug. And then obviously all your instructions. So it's all the usual stuff. If you have an Elegoo printer, or if you've seen any unboxings at all of an Elegoo printer, you pretty much know what you are going to get. But, the exciting thing, the really heavy thing. Oh, what an absolute beast. This is big. I expected it to be big. But yeah, I don't know if that's bigger than what I expected. Like I said, I have been printing primarily, I am apparently can't speak anymore, I'm so excited. So I've been printing primarily miniatures, a lot of miniatures, I'm really enjoying it. The one thing that I suppose frustrates me about this size is you can pack a fair few on there, but you do start to kind of have to do multiple prints. I'll have to print some overnight and then through the day, and I'd really like the idea of being able to print off, like if I do something from Artisan Guild for 1 month, or Highlands Miniatures, just being able to print off the whole month's release in pretty much one go. There's also some of the bigger models that occasionally I can fit onto the smaller one, or I could slice it up and everything, but it's more effort, it's more fiddly, there's more kind of print lines, everything else, not print lines, but mold lines. Obviously we try and stick it together and there's been shrinkage, so having the bigger build plate will give me a chance to do some of those bigger projects, do some terrain as well for wargaming. That's one thing that I'm really keen to do. I know it's going to be more expensive than stuff like FDM printing, but obviously the quality is going to be a bit better, and it's going to be for my wargaming stuff in the future and for projects for this. But I'm also really intrigued by like props and other geek stuff. If you ever see my backdrops or anything like that, there tends to be a lot of geek stuff kicking around in the background. That's because I love geek stuff. There's just no getting away from it. Now, let's get into this. I want to see the build plate in comparison. I'm just going to rip from the top. It's pretty well packaged. I mean, that box is full. Oh, this kind of thick bit here. You've got these sort of plastic shroud bits that go around the corner as well to protect it. So all in all, it's really well protected in there. And one thing that I do quite like, and some people might not, they would want maybe another box to go around it. I like the fact that it is just the one single box that goes around it. So it's not like a box within a box, and then that's all protected, because it means there's less for me to get rid of in the long run, which actually is a nice thing. So once you remove, obviously, the protective lid, it also has more sort of like foam packaging in there as well to keep it all safe and stop things from moving around too much. So again, very well packaged. I mean, it can't save it from me, but... Well, it can't save my desk even. Jeez. Oh my days, I'm trapped. Throw that aside, and here we go. Ooh. Well, and I quite like that. So again, if you're worrying or wondering how it's protected, everything's kind of in separate bits. So for the rod, the build plate and all of that, that's all protected separately. Oh, here it is, the build plate. It's... Apparently I've gotten weak in my old age. Ah! Ooh, I'm breaking everything. So there it is. Just put that over there. Right, okay, let's compare. Remove this, because otherwise I will forget later. Oh, this kind of like matte finish. Ooh, there we go. So this is the build plate of the Saturn. This is the build plate of my Mars Pro. So obviously the Mars Pro is pretty small compared to any of the newer Mars Pro ones, but the new Mars Pro series aren't that much bigger, to be fair. So for the overhead camera as well, oh my days, that's so tiny in comparison. I mean, that fits on there a good few times over. My hands in the way, but you get the idea. That is a big beastie build plate. I mean, I could probably do some damage with that. Put that over there. That is a big build plate. And obviously with a big build plate, a very, very big vat. Let's move that over here so the camera can catch it. So you still have the screws. Just need to pop those up like so. Oh, and these ones are, yeah. So unlike my Mars Pro, you unscrew them slightly and then it slides out. I think this one comes all of the way. Just get this plastic off. Yeah. So these unscrew all of the way like so. And then that lifts up. And there we go. So there is your vat. I believe, having a quick look online, it's 500 milliliters. So this will pretty much take half a bottle of my Elegoo resin that I've been using. Oh, am I going to get a satisfactory peel? Are you ready? In one smooth motion. And it's stuck to me. Ooh. And on the bottom, you have these. So these kind of like screws and bolts. So that way when you place it down, if you're doing any cleanup, the FEP isn't pushing against the surface, which is always a welcome thing. You don't want to be getting that scratched up just because of you don't want to be changing the FEP out all of the time. So if we peel this off, another smooth one. Oh, there's instructions there. Oof. And please do not remove this black protective tape. So I won't remove that unless I smash the screen, which is inevitable. I haven't yet. Now this clearly comes really well oiled. You can see all like the oil and everything on there. I'm just going to pop this back on. Oh, it's singing to me. Let's pop this back on here. And the other good thing about the feet is it aligns quite nicely there. So you don't have to worry too much about kind of misaligning it and all that jazz. So that is all unboxed. What have we got on the printer itself? So we have, so on the back, let's just tilt it so you can see it for the camera. Network, obviously power. Yeah, I am genuinely quite excited about having the network thing because I have my printers downstairs near my main PC, near my network switches and everything else. So I should be able to plug this directly in, and I'm going to look forward to playing around with that. USB, so USB is on the side. Just there. Oh my god, this is heavy. There we go. And then nothing on the other side. And on the front, you have your screen. Oh, 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 there we go. Which pops off like so. So that's the Saturn. And I am crazy excited. So I'm going to get this bad boy fired up. I'm going to obviously get it all homed in and everything else and run a few test prints and see what I think. I will have a longer term review, so I won't do a review straight away. I'll give it some time to really get used to it. You'll see it in some of the upcoming videos that obviously, I really can't speak through my excitement. So yeah, you will see this in some of the videos coming up in the future as well. definitely, I'd probably start smaller and just print off armies or like monthly sets instead. Move up to things like terrain and then some different props and just other random stuff. If there's anything you'd like to see me print off on this, let me know. If you have one already and you've got some really good settings for it, I'm using the Elegoo ABS-like resin, let me know that as well. That would be fantastic to know. But yeah, if you want me to print anything, got any questions about it, throw it down in the comments below. And also, once you're down there, hit the subscribe button and like button and all that jazz, because it's a new channel, helps it to grow. So I will see you soon for some Saturn printing. Oh, I'm so excited. So stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye.